Your home for New York sports. 104.5 The Team presents Jeff Levac.
Thanks to our friends at All-Star Wine and Spirits. We are joined by one of the best dudes in the entire capital region, Siena Saints head coach Jimmy Patsos. Coach, good to see you. We haven't had a chance to sit face-to-face in, 3 weeks?
We missed you.
I know.
You were at the Bowl. You were in San Francisco mostly.
Yeah, Bowl's an interesting term for San Francisco. You can't go too far without... There must be a lot of glaucoma out there. There must be a lot of glaucoma. That's all I can imagine. Speaking of the Super Bowl, you're a fan of your fellow Under Armour guy, Cam Newton.
I thought he was going to play better.
There's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, Denver's defense, I should have known. Number one defense, 10-1 in Super Bowls.
10-2.
Okay,
yeah.
Good and close enough.
But everybody's crushing him because he gets emotional. He walks off in the post-game interview. My thing is this. I like my athletes to be real. And the old saying, better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than open it and remove all doubt.
No,
that's all
that's
I
the
can think
case.
of.
But he was probably mad. I don't know. I didn't get as much of it till Brady told me. But
so you're completely soured on him now. If Brady's,
you got to answer some questions. You answered questions all week. Now you got to say, hey, what happened? They sacked me. I had the ball 3 times in the last 10 minutes and chances to score. I needed 1 touchdown. I'm supposed to be the best player in the league, and he is. I like him. I'm a big Cam Newton fan, but I didn't play well. I didn't adjust to the blitz that I saw happen 2 weeks ago.
See, I'm a big Cam Newton fan too, but Coach is a rational human being.
Coach, if 2 days later he comes out and he says this, what do you think?
I've been on record to say I'm a sore loser. Who likes to lose? You show me a good loser, and I'm going to show you a loser.
What do you think of that? I love that. I love that.
He's being honest, but yeah. You're in the Super Bowl. This is a big time deal. You got to answer a few. In other words, that's the media spectacle of the year, and you're the most important player on the other team.
So if you're the coach and he comes back to the locker room after that, you're Ron Rivera.
Whatever you think's best, Cam, because I got you next year.
Your contract's bigger than mine. Good job, Cam. Way to go.
See, I think that
I don't say. Ron Rivera doesn't have any power over Cam Newton. That's got to come from either the president of the club or the
Jerry
NFL
Richardson,
itself.
the owner's got to come out and say something.
Yeah, see, I think Coach is right because you got to answer the questions, and you can be real. You can have real emotion, and I love that quote about if you show me a sore loser or show me a good loser, I'll show you a loser. But I just keep going back to it. Last year, Russell Wilson, 1 yard line, loses the Super Bowl, stood up there and answered the questions after the game.
Peyton Manning got his head beat in 3 years ago, and he came back and took it. You know what I mean? They got blown out, right? In other words, hey, hats off to the greatest, quarterback of my era. Probably Manning's probably the best quarterback of Cam Newton's era. And I'd say Peyton's probably him and Brady are the prototypical.
Yeah, that'd be the argument.
He learned. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get better. We didn't play well. But it was great to get here. We're 15-1, 16-1, blah, blah, blah. But, I didn't handle the blitz well. Von Miller, you got to see him coming when you drop back in the first quarter. And I was watching it like everybody else.
Yeah, but if you look at him, then Ware's got you. So it's like it was a.
I don't care. You can't fumble for it. You can't fumble for a touchdown, though.
This is my happy face right now.
Listen, I'm sorry.
See?
Okay, hold on. Let me play Robot Russell. Russell Wilson.
I put the blame on me. I'm the one through it. So, it's something you learn from, something you grow from. I'm proud of our guys by the way that we, got down the field there in that situation, made so many great plays on the field, and we're right there, and you just keep learning, keep growing.
What's wrong with that?
Better answer.
But, all right, that's the same answer every losing quarterback has given for the last, 25
but
years.
in other words, they had a great drive and got shut off. What I'm saying is I was just, hey, I'm rooting, we can't gamble, we don't bet, we don't do pools, none of that stuff.
Right.
So none of that matters to me. But as a fan, and Jordan Watson, my assistants here, and Greg Manning, we were all watching it with my wife and a bunch of friends. They got the ball 3 times inside the 50.
Yep.
You got to do something.
And
so, in other words, like Russell Wilson said, we made some great plays. In other words, I would have said, hey, we dropped a few balls, or I probably should have ran it a couple times. But you got to give him some answers because you had 3 chances and didn't get it. Brady lost 2 weeks before, but that was a 2-point conversion. He got him all the way down. They kind of stalled. So he should have to answer. In other words, I'm saying, Brady, why couldn't he get 30 yards and then get stopped at the 10? Like, they made nothing happen, did they?
Right. No, they made nothing happen.
You guys make me want to drink. Thank God this is sponsored by All-Star.
Go see Craig. Go see the dogs. Go see the fish.
You don't like the real answer? Nobody I mean, it's just Cam is real. Like, I don't like you guys are turning me into a Cam Newton fan, and I don't want to be.
And see, the thing is, Levac and Coach, I hope you agree with me, but I'll ask you, is that he celebrated all year long, and his whole mantra all year was, if you don't like it, stop me. Well, they stopped him, and then he shied away from it.
Yeah, they definitely stopped him. That guy Von Miller, he's going to get paid. Is he coming to the Giants?
No, he's staying in Denver. At worst case, they'll franchise tag him to make him stay. But he was on Mike and Mike this morning and basically said it'll be very peaceful. It'll be a peaceful negotiation.
Well, yeah, because they're going to get a lot of money coming open anyways because Peyton's not coming back.
Peyton's gone. Brock will probably either test free agency or...
Who's that, the other quarterback?
Brock Osweiler,
So why wouldn't you stay? You're going to be the starting quarterback in Denver.
Because maybe he gets more money somewhere else. This is the contract you make the most money on, your second one.
Okay.
That's where you get paid. But, like I said,
good, because my contract's up at Siena. I can't wait.
Let me negotiate that thing. Let's go. I'm ready. There we go.
No, I'm happy. I'm very happy with the deal I have. Yeah, I didn't know it's a second contract in the NFL. That's how that works.
Yeah, it used to be the rookie contract, but then they put limits on that. They put so you can only go up so much.
See, Levac knows a lot of stuff.
See, so that's Coach's way of quietly admitting that Cam Newton's just showing himself.
No, I'm just saying he doesn't have to give real answers. You don't have to give hey, they did this, or I'm just saying give some technical answers. We weren't ready for their blitz. My backs didn't get out into the flat. I was too excited and threw the ball too hard a couple times. I saw that at guys. I didn't audible. Omaha, right? How many times? Well, isn't that what Peyton said every time he went up to the
religiously? He says all the time. Well,
but in other words, I'm not downplaying Cam's answer of being a sore loser. I get it, but I want some answers.
Well, Coach,
I want some answers. 8 dudes came up to the line and you had 3-on-3 receivers. What are you going to do? Turn and go long? Should I pitch out? Hey, tight end, block this guy and I'm going to run around the corner. I'm a running quarterback. He didn't do too much out there.
Well, Coach, let me play what he did say before he stormed off.
They just played better than us. I don't know what you want me to say. They made more plays than us, and that's what it come down to. I mean, we had our opportunities. It wasn't nothing special that they did. We dropped balls. We turned the ball over. Gave up sacks, threw errant passes. That's it. They scored more points than us.
And then he was asked a couple repetitive questions. Allegedly, he could hear the Broncos celebrating that they beat him down.
Yeah, that probably would bother me.
And then he just said, and to his, hey, if you don't like what I do, stop me. So he didn't like the questions, so he stopped them.
He gave one thoughtful answer, and that was it. That was the only thoughtful answer
he
gave.
That's not that. I'm just saying, I want a little more like Brady was kind of like, we weren't ready for the blitz. They didn't blitz that much all year. They turned up the heat on us. We didn't have a running back there. Hint, hint. He was putting something on Belichick. Maybe we should have kicked the field goal to cut it with there was a better answer than that.
But those are seasoned. This is a 26-year-old kid.
That's still pretty young.
Yeah, like I said, I can't believe that I'm the only one. And I think there's been 4 phone calls on my side. Yeah, I'm the only one defending poor Cam Newton, and I can't believe I'm defending poor Cam Newton, who's
I wouldn't say poor. Contract. We don't have to have a bake sale for him. Okay, he gets $10 million from Under Armour. Okay, Cam's just fine. He's in his Lamborghini right now. He's getting over it. He's probably like, okay, cool. Where are we going tonight?
104.5 the
That's
team.
Great. I hope we draft somebody good. He probably thinks he's going to go to the next 6 Super Bowls, which he might.
Well, if he gets Kelvin Benjamin back, Devin Funk just continues to grow. Could be back next year.
Oh, he's the odds-on favorite to go back. The Broncos aren't.
No, Broncos are. That defense will probably stay intact. Who knows? But you know what's going to happen? If I don't get at least one hoops question in right now, my phone lines are going to light up. You got coaching and now you're asking him about Mac basketball. What's wrong with you, Levac? Come on, man.
They're right, because big game Thursday night. Jim Barron and Canisius, we finally beat them last month in Buffalo. They're going to be coming in ready. They just beat Ryder. Canisius is really good. It's a tight matchup. Monmouth's clearly the top favorite. Monmouth right now, if the season ended, would get a at-large bid, and they well-deserved. At Poly Pavilion win, at Georgetown win, Notre Dame, USC on neutral court, lose at USC by a few points because they played them twice due to a tournament the way we played Purdue twice. Clearly deserving of an at-large bid. Iona, second-best team. We haven't seen them yet due to our scheduling in the MAC. See, we play everybody in the MAC. Sometimes I'm a little hard on the MAC, but we have 11 teams, and everybody plays everybody, which is 20 league games, which is good. We're the only conference in the country that plays 20 league games. And sometimes it's hard to fit them in. But I at least like that the champion at the end of the year is a true champion. You played everybody twice. We haven't played Iona yet, and that's good. But I'm worried about Canisius this Thursday. Big game at home time. Union, come on out. We played really well against St. Peter's. We played Friday night. That was a 9 p.m. game Friday. By the time our kids walked out of the building, it was midnight. Luckily, our boss, John Dargenio, let us go down on Saturday. Usually it's a day trip to Marist, but we went down and stayed over in a hotel, so no excuses. And then we played at noon on Sunday. In other words, if we play 7 o'clock Friday and 2 o'clock on Sunday, that's a big window. But we played, this is the MAC, because you got to play. So you play, you got to go, road trip down, play at noon. Good game. We were up 3. We had the lead by 3 different times in the last 3 minutes of the game. They hit 2 tough threes and in the end one. We missed a shot. They made a step back 3. They're like playing the Warriors. In other words, they're not like the Warriors, but they're playing small ball.
Right.
So they make threes. When they shoot threes and make them, they're good. Marist is young. They have the top leading scorer in the conference. They played everybody tough. They just got us. It was a good game. Our fans were amazing. We had 250 fans down there.
Wow.
250
Nice.
fans. 250. So it was an amazing game. They hit a 3. It was an exciting game. It was a good game. It was a very entertaining game. It was, 79-73. We scored points. And we just came up on the short end of it. That's going to happen. We've had a good year. We're 16-9. Everything's fine. We're in 3rd place. Everything's fine. Sure, I want to keep going up. We got to beat Canisius. That's all you can do. You can't let this game bog you down. I think one thing Will Brown did good was they lost at Maine, and at least our bus ride home was only an hour, not 7, because I know that was a tough bus ride. And we're going to play better defense. We have to execute, but it's behind them, and they moved on, and they're winning. We have to just. It was a slip up. These kids are college kids, and legs mean a lot at our level. They're rest. We keep playing teams that are rested.
Yeah, wait, I was going to ask you that. Why does everyone look so energetic when they go up against you guys?
Well, they're
is
excited.
That the Sienna factor?
They're excited to play. We have a bad. Here's the bad roll of our dice. We play in a great arena that everybody's excited to play in. We play in front of the most people. Like, this fires up teams. But we are usually getting less rest and going on the road. In other words, Marist played Thursday. We played Friday. We went on the road. We went to Buffalo. We were on the road. Had to play Canisius and Niagara. Niagara didn't play anybody. We went to St. Peter's. We were on the road. They had an extra day's rest. This year we go to play Iona. They're at home waiting for us with more rest. In other words, I don't mind however the schedule shakes out. I'm a big fan. Me and John Dargenio, my boss, you have to play everybody twice. It's a great league. It's a true champion. It's just weird when you have less rest, Levac, to go on the road. Is that fair?
Yeah.
In other words, if I'm going to have less rest and I'll be at home, I get it. But,
right, because the advantage is way
I'm going to more rest, and now I'm on the road. But, I'm getting less rest, and I'm going on the road. Not me, it's the team. It's just, and then our building's got some issues, because we have concerts like Bruce Springsteen, which is important, and we have the Albany Devils, which is important. So it's not that easy a formula. I don't blame anybody.
Right.
It's
just the way the ball
we need
bounces.
to be deeper. If we had Marquise Wright, I'd rather have Marquise Wright in the schedule we have than not have Marquise Wright. You know what I mean? We're getting him back.
Oh,
we redshirted Willem Brandewick. We took Kadeem Smith, and he's doing really good for us, a transfer from Richmond. Kadeem and Willem are on our campus playing right now. They are going to help us for the next 3 years. Can't play them this year. So we've made some choices ourselves, but, Marquise, Kenny Wormley's doing really well. Freshman, he's hitting the wall a little bit. Brett was sick, didn't miss practice today. Javion's got a hurt back. There's a whole thing going on around college basketball. We are playing a lot of games, all of us, and traveling. It's the way it goes. You got to suck it up and do it. In other words, there's no excuses. You just have to deal with the hand you're dealt. We just get a little bit more because we have the Devils, we have concerts, we have a really good fan base.
You play in a true arena.
Yeah, and then the teams, when they come in, are really excited. Look, downtown Albany, they're staying at the Hilton, and they're going to dinner, and they walk in, and there's 6,000 people, and it's really cool, and there's lights and skyboxes, and Craig Allen with,